This is a presentation on supply chain management by Natalie Edwards. So, what is supply chain management? Supply chain management is the flow of goods and services. It has been defined as the design, planning, execution, control, and monitoring of supply chain activities with the objective of creating net value, building a competitive infrastructure, leveraging worldwide logistics, synchronizing supply with demand, and measuring performance globally. To do this, simply you start with the end product and work your way backward, one step at a time, tracing the processes to the origin. This includes the movement and storage of raw materials, work in process inventory, and finished goods from the point of origin to the point of consumption. Now, how do you do this? Supply chain managers are focused in areas of efficiency and cost to eliminate unnecessary steps. You must track how to get basic materials and the steps to get to the end customer. To minimize the amount of unnecessary steps to get whatever it is in the customer's hands is the process of supply chain management. Here is an example of the supply chain of your shirt. The more steps in hand something goes through, the more cost gets added on. This is known as markups per hands changed. Next, I will explain the functions of supply chain management. The main functions of supply chain management begin with defining business boundaries and relationships. This relates to decisions of outsourcing and what is manufactured and processed in-house. Another function is demand management, which is managing the demand for goods and services along the supply chain. More functions include logistics, which refers to all the processes involved in handling the material, like storing, moving, and transporting. The next function has the closest links with the supply side of supply chain purchasing. And next, contrarily, selling has the closest link with the demand side. The internal core of the company is represented through manufacturing. The function of manufacturing in supply chain management is carried out by reducing manufacturing lead times and supplying material closely matched to the customer lot size and time requirements. Supply and demand are united in the last function, product design. This function has a significant impact on efficiency and effectiveness. The world is the grounds for supply chain management. Here you can see how goods and services are managed throughout the world. Now, how do we actually manage? To do this, we source, plan, make, fulfill, sell, and support. Half of this is used to sustain competitiveness, and the other half is the supply chain strategy. So, why do we care? To be competitive, you have to beat your competitor's price. The best way to lower price is to cut down the number of markups. One of the fastest growing rates of sales is internet sales. They are a prime example of a way to cut costs. By not having a store, they do not have to spend on electricity, rent, and other operating expenses are significantly reduced as well. Because of this, their supply chain management, they are projected to grow 57% by 2018.